So you're thinking of setting up your Shopify, but what products to sell? You may be wondering, like, what can I sell on my Shopify store? So how I think of, or how I come up with products of how to sell, or how you can come up with products on how to sell on your Shopify store. I always like to think of the audience first to say, okay, who is the person I want to serve, right? What is that audience? What is that market that you want to focus in, right? Where you have passion in, right? So it can be say, okay, what niche is that? So to start thinking of it, it can be something. Is it going to be in the health niche? Is it going to be something in the relationship niche? Is it wealth niche? What area, right? Niche or niche? What area are you wanting to focus in, right? So what area is your audience in, right? So think of your audience. So if you are to say, let's say in the health niche, right? With that audience, who are you wanting to help, right? What kind of problems do they have, right? So you can say in the health niche that I want to focus with, the problem you want to help to solve with your products is something to do with maybe weight loss, right? Or is it skincare? Is it whatever it is, right? You have to think of who is that audience in that market that you want to help, right? So if it's like skincare, you start think of, okay, what is those problems that they have? What is the frustration that they have, right? So even if it's weight loss, what are those frustration stuff they have, right? What is the pain point, right? So you have to really, really understand your audience first before coming up with the products, right? And it doesn't have to be only about pain, right? It can be something about a passion niche, right? So it can be something like people are so passionate about golf, right? So you think, okay, with that audience that I'm interested in, I want to help people who play golf. What is their passion? What is the thing that drives them, right? When it comes to golf, right? We could be trying to perfect their game, right? So that's when you really know what is their pain point, right? What is their frustration? What is their goals? What is that drives them, right? You can say, okay, maybe they want to learn, if it's golf, they want to learn how to really play really well, right? What kind of clubs they can use, right? Or how can they perfect their swing or whatever it is, right? Because maybe they're not really doing well with their swing, right? So what is that? So you really need to know your audience. So that is the first step. Know your audience you wanna work with, right? You wanna help to solve their problems or to help them perfect their passion or their hobbies, right? And then from then you can then think of, okay, if that person, from to go back to that person of weight loss, right? That person who's struggling with weight loss, right? Who is that person, right? Maybe it's a new mom who wants to lose that baby weight, right? So that's when you start thinking of, okay, what kind of products will help them solve that problem, right? Of losing that stubborn baby weight, right? That's when you start thinking of the products that you can help them with, right? So start off thinking who's your audience, the problem you want to solve, and then pick a product that solves that problem. It makes it much easier for you to then market it, right? Because when you're coming up with products for your stores, it's not about what you like, right? Like, I like to sell this, I don't know, this phone, right? So it's not about you, it's not about the products you like, it's about your audience, right? The people you're marketing it. You're not selling it to yourself, you're going to be selling it to somebody else, right? So who is that person you want to sell these products like, and what's going to drive them to buy the products, right? So they have to have some form of pain for them to buy the products, right? They have to have some form of passion to try to perfect their game, right? That's why they'll buy those whatever products you're going to provide. Let's say if we're going to back to golf, right? That's when they'll buy those products to perfect the game with golfing, right? Because they're really passionate about getting better in their game, right? They really enjoy their game, so they want things which makes them improve their game or makes them enjoy their game or make it more comfortable for them, right? To perform their hobbies, right? So that's when you really, that's why it's really important for you to know who is your ideal client and pick your products based on serving that audience, right? Serving that your ideal clients or that target market, right? So when you do it this way, you take out all the overwhelm of it, thinking, oh my gosh, what product is gonna work? What can I sell? I got this idea, my store is already set up, but I don't have products in that store, right? But if you were to think of it in this way, right, it makes it easier now to come up with products, right? So if I was to go back to the weight loss, right? So let's say you say for that new mom, I'm going to start off with selling maybe a waist trainer, right, to tie in the tummy so that it goes back in, right? That's one product you can start off with, right? So you can start off with that, start testing the market, start seeing who's buying, who's interested in your products, and how you can improve that product, right? Depending on the feedback you're getting back from your ideal clients or from those people who are buying, right? Because feedback, listening to your customers makes you get more sales, right? So when you start off with that, you just focus on one product first to see which one can you bring out to that market and see how they're interested in, right? So after that, if you wanted to scale your business, if you wanted to come up with products, it makes it much easier now to come up with other products, right? Because you just go back to your audience, you're already serving them, right? Now start thinking of what other products can help them even achieve their goals or their take off that pain even way faster, right? Or even complement the original product, the first product that you came up with, right? So if I was to go back to that weight loss thing, what complements that waist trainer, right? What other stuff can go with that, right? You can say maybe the new mom wants to, try to be more flexible. So maybe you can try to sell some yoga items, right? Maybe a yoga mat, a yoga ball, whatever, right? Now it's much easier now to come up with all this other stuff because you've already, you know what your audience needs, right? You know what's the pain point. All you have to do is just solve that, to give them the solution to their problems, right? So think of all the other products which complements the other products that you have in the store, right? Then it makes it much easier to just come up with products that you can add into your store just like that. So it all comes down to knowing your audience. So I've done a video before where I talked about how to know your audience, right? That you can find. It's really, really important for you to know your audience. It comes in so many other areas. It helps you to come up with products that you can put into your Shopify store, right? It helps to know how to market to them. It helps you know how to position your products, right? So you have to know your audience, and that's how you easily come up with products that you can now put into your Shopify store and grow your store and be of a service to your identified audience that you want to help, or that you want to help. So I hope with this video, you can now start coming up with products that you can start putting into your Shopify store and start growing your store. So this is Rudo Dube. I hope you find this video useful and you like it. Make sure you comment below, share with others that might find this video useful as well. Subscribe and turn on that notification button so that you don't miss any other videos like this where I share tips and tricks on how to grow your online business. So for now, stay strong, stay positive, and continue building the business that you love. And I'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye.